go.
Okay, so here we are. It's a little bit over a week later. We have our Zeal authentic cherry MX stabilizers here. We're going to open this up and take a look at it. And I was going to cover up the address, but I'll just blur that out. And then also we have from, I think it was Amazon, where I got the dielectric grease, and I got some wire cutters to help us mod the stabilizers as well, to do some clipping. So we're going to open these things up here, and I think that's all we're going to need for the next step. And I submitted a poll on Reddit in mechanical keyboards, and thank you everyone for participating in that poll. And out of the next available mods that we have here, the top voted item was upgrading the stabilizer. So let's go ahead and open these things up. We're going to kind of keep that there up to the side. First, we're going to open the package. It's like Christmas. So what do we got in here? Here is our dielectric grease. So we are going to use that for the stabilizers, and then we have our wire cutters here as well for a nice clean cut. And that's all that came inside of that package. We're going to use both of these things here, of course. Oh, and I ran to Target and just got some paint brushes so that we can brush on this dielectric grease.
Why brush on it?
Well, it'll help with us applying the grease on evenly. Good question.
Still not getting it.
Well, we want to have a nice even spread of the grease. I mean, if I just like took the tube, and it may not spread evenly. All right, so let's crack this open. My brother gave this to me. I was a groomsman in his wedding, his groomsman's gift. And yeah, I think we're gonna, let's see here, how does this open? Yeah, gotta slice this open here. So let's do that.
I'm back recording.
Okay. There we go. And let's open this up. Boy, they packaged this up nice and tight.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense because.
Oh, I see. I think it lifts up here. Okay, there we go. Cool. So here we have. Oh yeah, and I also got my Krytox 205 G0 lube. That's going to be for the key switches. And then we also have got the authentic cherry gold plated stabilizers. These are plate mount, by the way, because that is what the drop alt keyboard supports. So if you have the drop alt and you're looking to upgrade your stabilizers, make sure you get the plate mounted ones. Okay, let's crack it open and see what we got in here, bud. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll put this up over here. Want to come in for a closer shot?
Sure.
Open up the package. Here's our dielectric grease. No, actually, this is the Krytox. Here, this is why I went out and got some paintbrushes. You know, we'll use this, but we need a way to really spread that grease around nice and evenly. So, and then we have our stabilizers here. So, just keep rolling down here. I'm gonna edit this part out here in a second, so I'm gonna put this back in there. Okay. All right, and then here's our stabilizers. And look at that, we got a Zeal sticker. Woo! Cool, maybe put that on the laptop or something, I don't know. But here we go.
Back at the keyboard.
There's our gold-plated Cherry MX stabilizers. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of the plate mount pieces here, and then this is obviously gonna be for the space bar there. So we're gonna grease up the wires here just around the bend on both sides. We'll put them in here. We're actually gonna take a look and see if we need to modify these and clip them one way or another. And we'll be getting to that and unplugging the keyboard here. Let's go ahead, actually, as a matter of fact, unplug the keyboard and listen to the stabilizers that ship with the drop alt. See, we can hear a little bit of pinging noise in there, right?
Yeah.
Especially on the spacebar. So that's just a regular key, but see, we want to try to make that sound improved on these keys. So that's what we're going to do next. All right, let's get ready to start modding these things up. We're going to, of course, have to pull off our keycaps here, and then we'll expose the plate mount stabilizers that the keyboard ships with, and we'll lube these up and we'll swap them out. All right, now that we hear what the stabilizer sounds like before, it's time to go ahead and remove the space bar. So I'm just gonna kind of lift this up here. All right, we're gonna put one end of our key removal tool right there like that, and we're going to lift up, and then we'll come back on this other side like this, duck off of there, and take that off. Okay, cool. Now we have our original stabilizers in there, but first we need to remove our key switch to lift that up and out and set it off to the side. And now we can get our stabilizer out. And that's a fairly simple thing to do. All right, so now we're going to remove the original stabilizer. And what you can see is there's this tab right here that you're going to pull forward towards you, and then you're going to lift it up like that way, and then you'll do the same on this side. You're going to push down that tab right there, bring it towards you, and then up. And if you have a screwdriver small enough to get in there, you can do that. I'm going to go grab mine, and we'll get to work on removing the original stabilizer. Okay, so I got my Husky here with interchangeable heads. It's got the smallest flat head in there, and we're trying not to scratch up your keyboard obviously there. So like I said, you're going to get in here and pull that in and up, just like that. And see, it's very easy to do. I'm doing it with one hand as I'm filming with my other. My tripod is busted. And again, there's that tab and up. Pull it forward and up, just like that. And then, get that screwdriver out of the way. You just pull it forward and out. And there's our old stabilizer. And now we're going to work on replacing it with our Zeal. So let's get to it. All right, now with the now with the stabilizer out, we are going to take some of our Krytox, and I took off this seal here, and there's some Krytox right on that cap, or the seal there rather. So I'm going to use that, and what we're going to do is, let me turn on my light. You can see that residual Krytox there. What we're going to do is take our upgraded stabilizer kit here, and we're going to lube on the inner part of this piece. I'm going to do it 2 times over because we need 2 of them. And then we're going to insert the stem for both of those pieces. And actually we're going to clip the feet here too as well before that. So first let's get to lubing these. I'm going to lube these up, and then we'll move on to the stem clipping. All right, so we're going to take this little plastic brushy thing that it came with, and we're just going to get the tip right on there like that. And we're just going to get a little bit of dab on the inside there like that. All right, now we're just going to go on the inner part here with that grease, and we're just going to apply some on the inner side on both sides. Spread it around evenly. This is going to be plastic on plastic, so that's why we're doing this. Okay, now we'll come around on this side and do the same. Okay, then we're going to repeat that for the other piece. Okay, now with the insides lubed up, we are going to clip our stabilizers, and we're going to use our wire cutters here, and what we want to get at are these two fang pieces here. They're on opposite sides of one another, so they're the pieces that have the little teeth on the end of them right there, and this one right there. All right, so we're going to clip those off. Okay, we're going to take this one. That just snipped right off. Whoop. And then we're going to do it for this other side as well. And I'm just going to cut it off. We're left with this. Okay, do the same for the other one. I will show you the before and after. So, put this in focus. There is the after, okay? You'll notice that we did a flush cut on the footing on here, and then over here on the other side, opposite. Okay, and this is what it looked like before. I'll put the two kind of side by side so you can kind of see what they looked like. See, we clipped this into this. And these wire cutters do a really good job of allowing you to get a flush cut. Okay, so I highly recommend using a pair of these. Okay, let's do that to the other stabilizer, and then we'll start assembling. Okay, now the piece that you clipped has a single window on one side and two windows on the other, like that. Okay, so to insert the stem, this is how you want to orient your switch. You're going to have the single window facing away from you, and or the two windows facing towards you. And then you're going to take your other piece here, and you want to orient it this way with the two edges piece, here, hanging out like that, facing downward. And with the single window pointed up, or however you want to consider that. Yeah, with the single window pointed upward, you're going to put it in like that. Gonna take the one side with the single window, have it face up towards the ceiling. You're gonna take your piece with the two edges facing downward and you're just gonna pop it in like that. And then you can use your stabilizer to push it down. You'll see the stem come out on the other end. All right, now it's time to lube up the ends of the bar itself. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna take the grease and I'm gonna put a dab there on a paintbrush like that. And then we're going to spread it. And then we're going to repeat that for the other side. All right, so I've lubed up the ends of the bar, and now I've got the stem inserted into the housing. And now we're going to insert the bar down here on the underside. And what you want it to do is come up underneath like that. And then you're gonna take the bar and listen, snap it down into place, okay? And then you're gonna repeat that on the other side. Once again, we are going to insert from that end with that piece facing up. And then you're gonna go in and then make sure it goes up underneath the stem. And then you're gonna snap it down like this. Okay? And, oh, I actually put it in upside down because I'm upside down with you all. So we're gonna just flip it around like this. My bad. I gotta get my screwdriver to put this stem back in, because there we go. All right. And I'm gonna insert that on the underside like that, and then we'll snap it down like that. Now I'm gonna get a little napkin, and I went over quite a bit from that 90-degree churn, and we're gonna clean up the grease residual from running over there. And then we'll install it. All right, now we've got our new stabilizer all lubed up, ready to go. And we're gonna take the bar and we're just gonna tie it in. You can come in up to the top here. Okay, and these are plate mounted stabilizers. So I'm gonna slide them down and then you're gonna snap it down into place. Let's do that. There, it's one and two. Definitely seems like a little bit of a tighter fit than what the board came with, but thanks, bud. I'll take it up from the top here. We got our new stabilizer in, and we can see that it fits nice and snugly in place there. Cool. Now let's put our key cap, or key switch back in. Then we'll put our key spacebar keycap back on, and yeah, give it a sound test. So got the two prongs down there at the bottom. Lines up down here with the bottom. Make sure that it's on nice and straight. Push it down. And now the moment of truth.
I'll put it down.
Yeah, here. My son's gonna go ahead and put it on for me. Upside down.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we want to turn it around like that. There you go. And hold on a second. Make sure it's lined up. Okay, and push it down in the middle. There you go. Ooh. Wow, what a difference. Listen to that. Go ahead, bud.
Oh my God.
Wow, this is the after. That sounds incredibly different. What a difference, everybody. All right, well, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna do the rest.
Wait, I'm gonna show you, I'm trying up, that counts how many.
Listen to this.
Yeah, I know app where it counts how many times you click the
Wow.
spacebar. Let's try that.